This is the 50mm F1.4 from Sony. It's small and it's light. Now that is important because there really isn't any downsides for things being smaller and lighter, especially when it comes to packing your bag for traveling. It might mean that if it's a bigger and heavier lens, it's more pressure on your back because you're having to carry more. You have to get a bit more selective. Can I bring a drone? No, I don't really have the space. And especially if you're flying, it might be the difference between you having to bring a bigger bag, which you have to now try and get on as your personal item, even though it's way too big, or that's your carry-on. It's also sharp throughout, both in the corners and in the middle. Let's take a look at what I mean. Jump into my screen. So all I've done for these photos is adjust the exposure so you can see. Haven't made any other changes there. This is of the beautiful tunnel view. Let's go right into the middle there. Look at the detail on those trees. How about up here in the top left? You still got detail on the trees there as well. How about of an LCD? Look at that. You can literally see the pixels of the LCD on the dash there. The Audi logo covered in bugs. Look at that. Squished. That's a big bug. Ooh. And then down here in the corner, again, still sharp. You can still see everything. There's no corner weirdness going on there. But Sydney, his eye there. Look at the hairs. You can see the individual hairs, even in the harsh exposed light. Price-wise, it's very aggressive at $12.98, which for a G Master is pretty good. Big difference in price to the $19.98 price tag of the 50mm F1.2. So if you've been looking for something like that, but a bit more budget friendly, this is it. And if you're wondering, well, how does that compare to the Sigma? Because the price of the Sigma is a lot less. Subscribe, because there's a video on that coming soon. Now, features-wise, it's a Sony G Master, so it has the best of the best build quality that Sony makes, but also every possible feature you could possibly want in a lens. Take a look up for me. There you go. All right, so you got your aperture ring on here, which is declicked if you wanted it to be. Clicky, not clicky. You got two customizable buttons on the side and on the top there. Autofocus, manual focus switch. Nice big focus ring on the front there. You got a 67mm filter thread, and it is weather sealed on the back there as well. You also have an iris lock, which allows you to put it into the A mode, and then you can lock it, and then it stays in that A mode. You can't take it out of it, which means now you control it on the camera body directly instead of on the lens. Now, with it being a Sony lens as well, that also means you get better active stabilization compared to third-party lenses if you were to use this with a newer Sony body. So you can see that I'm actually fully handheld here. We're at f1.4 on the 50mm f1.4 here, and we're going to turn on active stabilization. Right now this is off. Now let's turn it on. So a little bit of a crop there. Now you can see handheld, really stable. With third-party lenses, it's not going to be as good as it is with the Sony lens. Believe me, I've been testing that quite a bit. Probably gonna make a video. But also this lens is going to work better with focus breathing compensation on something like the A7R5 right now. So look around the edges of the frame here just as I demonstrate. You'll see the focus breathing in action. This is with focus breathing turned off, or the compensation turned off. With breathing compensation now turned on, there's a little crop, but now you can see there is no focus breathing in video, which is where we care about it more, not so much in photo. And ultimately, it's a 50. Who doesn't love a 50mm? Nifty 50, everyone's heard of that. You can shoot so much with a 50mm, both for photo and for video. There's a reason there's a 50mm in most people's bags, because it just looks really nice. It's a very natural looking image for both photo and for video. We're at f1.4 right now, just as an example. And I think this is ultimately a 50 that a lot of people have been waiting for. The 50mm f1.2 is a beautiful lens. It's solid. Literally, it's heavy and big. Let's flip to the above angle there, and you can really see the size difference between the two of them right there. You might not need f1.2, and that's why the 50mm f1.4 might be more appealing for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.